here, battery packs, everything to start this. Set this up last night. So one of the things we have to do when it comes to testing our technology, again, since we do project on this side, we have to make sure it's going to be able to hit on every corner it needs to be able to pick up. This is one of the tests that we do also too. We compare it against the gray wall to show you exactly how much you're actually losing from the gray wall. Let me go grab the fire sticks. So we get started. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. This is part of our collection lineup, and this is called the Eclipse Slate. This is a new form of technology we're working on. Let's get out of this commercial, get into the demonstration. So this is also too, these displays are very important, and the reason why they have to work, because these are same displays I'm going to be having at the showroom on display for customers to be to come in and walk in and see. So they have to be to function correctly. And this will give you an idea on we're using our 4000 lumen 720p projector on exactly how much picture quality you will lose from your projector when not using our technology versus the gray wall behind us. As I said before, the gray wall we have here basically matches a lot of the gray screen paints I've seen on the market. And I will back it up by anyone who claims it's not so. I'll purchase your product and I'll place you against the wall. But as you can see, you don't pick up any contrast, you don't pick up any color when you're dealing with a gray wall product. And when it comes to our black technology, you pick up a 100% contrast level. And also too, you pick up the beautiful colors along with it. I thought this would be a nice little setup to do because we have the window behind us, which I can open these blinds and get more light in here. And we have the windows to the side. So just to show you how much light we have in the environment, windows are fully open. As you can see objects on the side. And then from here, you can see windows are fully open. Plenty of light pushing through. And we have the overheads on. And even at 4,000 lumens, I'll say 5,000. Even at 4,000 lumens, the gray wall behind will not be to register or pick up next to our black technology. If I was using a gray wall in any of the showrooms, this would not work. If I was using any of the gray screen paint products, this would not work. Color red.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
Try it in a little while.
In a little while. What are you talking about? Alexa, color red.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Let's see what's going on with Alexa. Alexa's acting really strange. She's showing me something went wrong. She can't get the color. That is weird. Told you, Fire Sticks have some of the weirdest problems I've ever seen. Alexa, blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, showed you, weird. So that's literally how much of your color you lose. This is why, and I explained to you, gray screens do not possess ambient light projection technology. They do not work in fully lit environments. They cannot pick up colors correctly. They require calibrating. They require expensive machines to work. Let's try again with the red screen. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, gray screens is something we'll be mentioning a lot on online. Offline, no, not too many. They don't even recognize a gray screen offline. They recognize that white screen. That's what they recognize offline. So we'll be doing the same demonstration with a white surface. Excuse me about that. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get this light blue. Okay, we won't register. Let's go over to green. There you go. Go ahead, you can pop up. You're good. I left a little corner area where you can go sit down. My cat's wondering if you can go in this window. Your window, you can go in your window. Knock yourself out. You're good. You're not going to knock anything over. Not going to cause any damage. Let me get him up. Come here, Tackle. Come here. Run the door from first. Let me get you. Manage us. We have to micromanage. Pretty good. Come here. AK Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, 13 days ago. Interesting. These are the tests. These are tests. These are test demonstrations. But I told you at the end of the day that this is what you need to be looking for before you ever buy a screen paint product. Before you ever paint one to your wall, before you ever invest in that product, you need to see the test. You need to make sure that product works 100%. It goes through some of the most vigorous testing you've ever seen. Because mind you, this is your money at the end of the day. We charge a good amount for screen paint. That's why we have so many test demonstrations under our products. So this is a screen right now surrounded in windows. We got 4,000 lumens. We got it expanded. So I don't like to do, if I did a demonstration where I shrunk it to the screen size, that's cheating. Because what happens is when they do that, it basically tightens the image. It basically squeezes the pixels tighter together to give you more compressed, more sharper image. And it'll go, look, it works on a fully lit environment. No, you're supposed to do an overlap. You're supposed to have a comparison behind the back of it to show the difference between if you oversplash the screen, go up to a big size, how much you're missing from the white screen or gray screen versus that product. That's how it's supposed to be done. Not supposed to be doing little cookie cutters and the screen actually fitting inside the cookie cutter. So when I go to the showroom, we can take a great big white wall, paint it in, or gray wall, and we can stick a sample sheet of that technology right in the middle of it, and it will produce a better image, as it's doing right now. That's why I said it doesn't make a difference if you use 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Doesn't really make a difference. Ultra short throw, Pico, projector, none of them work on gray and white screens. They don't pick it up. Now in our test here, we have to make sure that that surface and all this light is going to be the register, especially doing an oversplash to make it bigger than what it has to be, so it hits the gray wall too, to make sure that screen is going to register. I'm going to be in the showroom with these screens. I do not want to be embarrassed. So I will make sure my technology works. Have to be to see a massive difference between the gray surface and our technology. Not a hiccup, not a bump in the road, none of that. A massive difference between night and day. Eclipse Slate is turning out to be an amazing technology. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we do the black versus black. Those demonstration tests were done not only to prove that our products do not match any form of black paint, but also to prove that on our end, when we're watching the black versus black, we do not, when we know our white levels are going to drop, that's an automatic given. But we don't want it to come out looking like the black paint. That's unwatchable. Wow, that's a huge difference. Yeah, that's quite impressive. 100% contrast. Now, again, I could make this a challenge, but there's just no point. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of video. It's just a waste of time. We already know the gray screen or white screen can't achieve this. Even at 4,000, it just can't pick it up. Well, I have to train myself offline to literally keep saying that it's a white screen instead of gray screen. So that's why we show the color patterns first, so you can see exactly how much color you're losing from your image. Let's give you an idea. EK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
We do this a lot because this demonstration was done strictly in a dark environment with a high-end projector to try to fool people to make them think that they were going to actually see a contrast level on a gray screen. Anytime you do contrast levels, they always must be done in fully lit environments to make sure that the screen can register and pick up. Because again, not everybody's going to be sitting in the same dark environment.
For the doers, the change makers, the moms, and dads.
Excuse me. buddies. There you go. There's your buddies right there. Okay. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep, well, that's definitely the word for it.
This is way harder than setting your Liberty Inch lock.
Oh, wow. So if I had my screen here on this wall with the window here and window here, and it was gray, that's the reaction I would have picked up on a gray wall. Because it's our black technology, I can stick a screen anywhere in this environment, it'll pull. If you notice in our environment, we don't darken the environment and then add lights to the environment to give off the illusion that the environment's well lit. I think that's the fakest demonstrations I have ever seen. This is why you have customers that come up who use those products where screens are completely washed out, nothing's coming up. Because the demonstrations were faked when they were actually introducing the product. Screen should never ever have a problem with washing out. And I remind you, by the way, for those of you who, for some reason, are still talking about the GM Go, I think GM Go projector, because I made those statements, hey, the proof is right there, all right? That's all I can say. But I can tell you this much. That projector is nowhere near 4,000 lumens. This is a 4,000 lumen projector. See the environment we can use it in? That's how I knew, off topic, that it wasn't 4,000 lumens due to the fact that the environment was too dark. 4,000 lumen projectors can operate in this environment. If you don't have 4,000, you can't operate in here. Well, our technology, we can go lower than that. We do 1,000 because it's our technology. That's where it comes with that. A 4,000 should pick up, and a environment such like so. You see the gray wall, it does pick up on 4,000. It doesn't look great, as I said before. It won't look great. It won't look fantastic, but it will pick up in this environment. That's how we knew the projector when we were watching it. It wasn't 4,000 lumens. It would have picked up. White surface, gray surface would have picked up. Might not have been the greatest picture in the world, but it would have picked up in this environment because it's 4,000 lumens. That's how we know that the JM Go was not 4,000, because the environment was too dark for it to operate in at a 4,000 lumen projector. That projector is nowhere near 4,000. The projector we have right now is 4,000. I don't have to buy something to tell if it's going to work or not. It's called experience. People have been making the comments. I've been here way before you guys ever existed. I don't know if you were on YouTube at the time, but when I was around, you weren't there. So I've had quite a lot of projectors in the 12-year span that I've been doing this. So if I tell you that projector is not 4,000, it ain't 4,000. If I tell you that projector, when I first looked at it, I was like, not 4K. There's no way in the world you're going to get a 4K projector for $1,000. It's virtually impossible. It costs too much money. So you buy it and you see these demonstrations and you're home right now and you're in the dark and you can't get your colors, and don't contact us. We can't help you. That thing won't register on our technology. It won't work. Could have saved yourself some money, bought a $270 projector, and boom, you would have picked up. I had 2 customers we turned away yesterday. They have that projector. We can't help them. They want to do this. We can't do this for you because your projector doesn't read on our products. And I'm not going to belittle our technology by developing products for it. Now, for those of you who painted your screen with a gray screen, this is what you got. This is why we watch demonstrations. We do our YouTube field trip. We find you guys huddled in little dark corners and dark pockets because you can't use a projector in a fully lit environment because the projector will wash out. The screen will wash out, sorry. Now, we haven't hit light. Light hasn't really come through my windows yet. This is nothing. We got the overheads on too over here. That's nothing. Sony demonstrations.
Getting that from
Got her this
YouTube.
morning, asked for a request. She was like, I can't do that. And I was like, okay. Let me get a white surface too. Well, for a minute, pause it right there. I usually use the frog tape. I usually use the frog tape that I get usually from different places that I buy from. But this time I bought this generic tape from over at Family Dollar. It's only like $3, that's all it was. That stuff worked just as good as the frog tape. On top of that, I got a whole lot more. I was crooked, it drive me nuts. I got a whole lot more than what I've got with the frog tape. A whole lot more. That's better. That would have been a little bit crazy. I gotta be careful about being on camera too much because I told you before we got a stalker. I got a person who likes to take pictures of me. Weirdo. It's true. I do got one. I got somebody that likes to take pictures of me inside of my house, my cat, all weird kind of weird stuff. I've never been in business over 12 years. I've never seen anybody do stuff like that. It's weird. So as you can see, that's the white surface on the gray wall. There's no difference at all. There's no benefit at all whatsoever. It's not reading anything at all, period. Now, like I said, I've made this statement multiple times that the shade of gray that I have in my environment will match, or if not only match, pretty much blend in or basically come extremely close to some of these gray screen paint products out there. And if anyone feels at the end of the day that I'm wrong by making this statement, I will purchase your product and bring it down here and put you against the wall. All you gotta do is shoot me an email. And so far, I haven't received one yet since I've been making the statements, because it will match. The reason why, and I'll tell you why, because the majority of the gray screen paints on the market have not done a test against everyday gray paint versus their products. That's why. And they're not 100% sure if they're going to match or not. They don't want to find out. So therefore, no one's going to answer back on that call. That's why.
Earning a college degree shouldn't take 4 years. With WGU, I can speed up the pace of my education. An accredited university that offers quality programs and early graduation, I choose WGU.
Now, we want you to take this video you see here. When you do your research, you go look around and you find how many gray screen paint products, or even white screens, whatever it may be, is doing the exact same demonstration we're doing here. See if you can find a gray screen out there that's painted up right here, got a white background behind the back of it, and keep in mind that's showing color and most importantly, contrast. Because that's one of the things a gray screen is supposed to show off more than anything in the world is a contrast level. Because you want to make sure you're going to pick up 100% black while you're in that environment. Even some of the darkest gunmetal I've seen so far can't pull 100% white level, but they have to pull a level high enough where it's acceptable, where they can actually register white light, as I showed you yesterday on the demonstration of black paint versus the white surface on our technology. But the problem with the gray screen is it has to pull something that is required, from screens from the door. And one of the two things that are required from a screen, gunmetal or black technology, is contrast and color. Those are the two things that are required. It's always been about contrast and color. I don't know where that white level thing came in from. If that's the case, you might as well buy a white screen because that's the highest white level. But it comes down at the end of the day to contrast and color. Pretty sure when the gunmetals were developing their screen, they weren't thinking, oh, we're going to get a screen with a high white level. No. They were thinking of two things, contrast and color. When they started first developing gray screen paint products, when they had white screens were all the rage, they weren't thinking about white levels, they were thinking about contrast and color. That's what it comes down to. Now, when you're developing black technology, that's a different form of technology. You have to think about white levels also. And without those beautiful white levels, well, we couldn't pull all those beautiful colors, it wouldn't pop. It would be virtually impossible. As we showed you yesterday, as I said before, with the black paint versus our product and the white surface at the same time, showing you color levels. How much time did we put in this already? 34? Oh, not bad. And look at the white sheet of paper at the bottom, shows no difference. You can do the same thing. A white screen would do the same thing a light gray screen would do. There's no difference in it.
Never hide your Reese's eggs in a basket. I mean, come on. It's the first place I look.
Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Something a gray and white screen would never be able to achieve. Ever. Outer space screensaver, space station.
Getting that from YouTube.
TLC 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
See how the colors pop on the Lambos? Look at the fire hydrant. Because gray screen and white screen can't register color. That's why. You can't pick it up. You can't pick up color, and you're being told in demonstrations that the color will get better, image will get better if you calibrate. That means you can't see it. These are uncalibrated projectors. is why when we do the color patterns, we do those on certified screens and gray and white screens, this is why our screens still remain with color, because we don't have to ever calibrate. They have no choice, they have to calibrate. That's how much light is striking my screen, plus the overheads. Let's bring in something a little darker. We did a transition. Now, those of you that are trying to make black technology, this is what you're going to have to go through. It's not an easy road, it's an extremely brutal road. But if you don't have those tests, like again, no one's going to buy. What they're going to do is they're going to take our demonstrations and they're going to compare to everybody else. And that's what I tell you to do. Before you go out and buy our products, go out and find out how many people are matching our demonstrations. How would I be to show off that gray screen in my showroom and all this light? I would have to darken my showroom in order to accommodate the gray screen. I don't want that because that's the whole stereotype of projection screens. You have to be stuck in dark environments to use them. Maintains the skin tone, no problem. Picks up 100% contrast, no problem. Difference here in the detail here and here. If their selling point is, oh, we get higher white levels, then I just might as well buy a white screen. I'm gonna get higher white levels with that. Let's see where we're gonna go. Look at the animals. I like how they've been doing these thumbnails. They've been beefing them up to look like that's how the videos are going to come out. They don't come out looking like that. It's just an overhyped thumbnail. It's still interesting to look at. Everything involves contrast, even commercials.
Keeps changing. So does COVID-19. How recent is your...
that shows you right from the door how much color you are missing from your setup if you're using a gray and white screen. My camera a little farther over here. There we go. Contrast test.
Getting that from YouTube. Now you know why I'm doing that? When I watch demonstrations and I see this, watch the wall. That means they shut the blinds in the back. That's what that means. Because the wall got lighter and then it got darker. I see that constantly all the time in demonstrations where the contrast levels are washing out, and I'll see the wall slowly turn dark. It means they're shutting the blinds down. Now again, if that technology couldn't see white light, so there's beautiful bright lights coming off the cars, none of that would register. It'd be so dark you wouldn't even see it. But because our technology can see white light in contrast at the same time. And if this was a huge gray screen that I had here on my wall, well, this is what I would be picking up. A washed out image. I'm going to expand my screen size. .4K tropical fish, black background, beta. Getting that from YouTube.
As a matter of fact, let's go with LG beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm going to bring that down so I can hit the screen. Okay, yeah, we can hit that, okay. I'll make sure that we can hit that right correctly. Now this is the Eclipse technology one we were showing up yesterday, that we put the marks into the screen to see exactly if the second version was picking up a higher white level than the first version. This is the second version of it.
And let me remind the gray screen users out there, at the end of the day, that background is supposed to remain black at all times. It's an OLED demonstration. It should never ever be gray, ever. Let's give you a little bit of less light. You can help out the gray screen. Turn out our overheads. We can turn out overheads. Not turn out the overheads. We can't pick up on the overheads. I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna turn out the overhead. Like, what's the point? This is an ambient rejection demonstration. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, got some pretty cool stuff on here.
6 single guys with debilitating seasonal allergies, fighting for the heart of one very outdoorsy woman.
Just give me a second.
That's funny. They should actually do make that a real reality show. That would be funny.
Fair.
Bear. You got AK, Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
Anyone on here? Yes, they do. Let's see what we got on here. We're just about past our time here. Angle. I want to do some multi-angle displays. That's what we're doing right now. Hey, Charles, can you with the tagger? Which one like you? Tiger.
For the doers, the change makers, the moms, and dads.
OLED demonstrations, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
OLED demonstrations, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go.
was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
What's it called?
Tetris. Tetris?
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
And you guessed it right. This is a watching. You're happening. We're here for Tetris. Tetris. Rated R.
Here. Some distance. Should have moved these stairs down a little bit more. There we go. Just noticed something just a few minutes ago. Just noticed a few minutes ago. You know, we test everybody, literally. We test certified screens. We tested paint on screens, goo screen, different forms of various screens on eBay, the naysayers. We tested everybody. I just realized that. But when it comes to them doing tests, they don't test any certifieds. They don't do any of the serious tests. They don't even test any screen paints other than on eBay, and there's a lot of good ones on eBay on top of that versus gray screen paints. They don't do any of those tests at all, which I find that kind of interesting. Just thinking about that for a minute. Like, they don't test anything at all, period. Well, they try to test against us. Well, that's kind of interesting. If they skip the entire lineup of gunmetal technology and went straight to us, then that means we're the top dogs. We have to be the top dogs because they completely alienated gunmetal technology. They didn't do any black diamonds, or DMP supernovas, no dark star, none of them. They didn't touch any of them at all, period. They went straight to us, which means they consider us to be the top dogs if they're going to try to, I don't know what, topple. I don't call myself a king, then that sounds kind of weird. But anyway, if they're going to try to go against the best of the best and they're choosing us and they're skipping gunmetal, then they must consider us to be the best. Because they didn't go anywhere near gunmetal. We went near gunmetal technology because gunmetal technology is extremely good technology. And what better way to test your technology is to go against a screen that's supposed to be a very superior form of technology, especially black diamond technology. They completely skipped those guys and went straight for us, which means at the end of the day, then we're the big dogs. Yeah. And they still haven't. Okay, whatever. We don't care. We're going to be outside anyway, the box in a couple of months. So, yeah. Just thought about that. Have you seen any of them do any tests on black diamond? Any of them do any tests versus black diamond technology? Not one. None of that, no recognition from black diamond. They don't even acknowledge their existence. They know us. A lot of them know us. A few projection screen companies know of us too. I mean, if a company like JM Go were to contact a person who makes great products, what improvement could they actually add to the projector? When you think about it. Can they give it more contrast? Can they allow it to work in ambient light controlled environments? They can't even get expensive projectors to do that. Not enough alone get one of those to do it. It ain't gonna work. Certainly stuck in the dark. Okay, we had our fun here. I'm done here. We've done our this test, we've done that test, and there we go right there. Now, for those of you thinking that, oh, but no one's got, our offline sales are going to be a beast. Do you have any idea what this technology? No one's ever even seen this stuff before. As far as I'm concerned, a black screen is considered to be a myth. It doesn't even exist. Even companies that I have talked to don't even know this technology actually exists. So the sales for this technology is going to be through the roof offline. That's why we're putting a cap on the website. So I'm not trying to kill myself in the process. And I'm really not trying to work all that hard. Oh, by the way, we're going to be on Amazon soon. eBay, never. I'm never working with eBay. I did eBay years ago. I would never touch eBay ever again. Sorry about that. Never again will I ever touch eBay. But we will be on Amazon. Gray wall doesn't pick up. Jack. Shut the blinds in the back, turn off the overhead lights, and the gray screen doesn't pick up nothing. This is what I find interesting. We watch these demonstrations like this. See how the blinds are shut here? I gotta be careful because we got school kids who walk by my house. See right here? Here we got the blind, just got that window open. This is how they do their demonstrations. And like, look at the perfect picture. Look at the image. Do you have any idea how much picture quality you're actually losing at the end of the day? You're not even picking up anything. They literally think this right here. They think that display right there is a perfect image. No, that's trash. That's so washed out, it's not even funny. Look at the two white sheets of paper right there in the middle. A white screen can blend to a gray screen any day, easily. There's really no difference. This is what I'm used to seeing when I go on YouTube and I watch demonstrations on gray and white screens. I see this, and it's washed out. There's no contrast. Perfect example, right there. See right there? That's supposed to be solid black right there. There you go. Now you see it. This is why I told you my eyes are trained for this kind of stuff. I've been doing this for many, many years. So when you see me do a YouTube demonstration, we call it a road trip. We go and we look at other people's video demonstrations to see whether or not they're basically proven doing what their exactly screens are designed to do. When we tell you that the screen is washed out, it's washed out. That background is supposed to be 100% black. It's not supposed to be gray.
See the difference here and the difference there. It's not supposed to be gray, it's supposed to be black. And that's not black. It's actually gray. Let's try a perfect example. Like this one. AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
I need to get a special unit made where I can slide something back and forth. That'd be nice. Make a rail I can slide it back and forth. Blue doesn't even properly pick up correctly.
If making other lives better was meant to be your life's work, you belong at Chamberlain University.
So when I watch a demonstration on YouTube and I see somebody with maybe a little half window open like we have here, and the blinds are shut, and they go, look at the contrast. No, that's not, it's coming up gray, because I see gray when I watch it. It's supposed to be black. It's supposed to come up looking like that. Angle there. But this is what I see when I go on YouTube. I see this. All this is supposed to be black. That's supposed to be black. That's supposed to be a little bit darker right there. That color is supposed to pop. It's not even popping right there. Gold doesn't even pop from the screen. Now look at the hair. Beta fish, background, black. Goldfish.
Getting that from YouTube.
The Amazon menu is black. The YouTube, whatever you're using between night, we use a night version of YouTube. That is supposed to be black.
While you can't go back in time and unsend, we can help you move forward.
For 2 times stronger defense against erosion and effective cavity protection. New Pronamel Active Shield.
Ha! Squeeze you. Ha ha ha! No squeezies! No squeezies! Bad baby. That's funny. That's real funny. No squeezies! Bad baby.
Oh, what's this right here? All right, everything we're doing right now is just playing around for fun. I like this one. Where's this one at? Pretty nice one too. All right, I'm switching up again. So we're going to keep this here for other demonstrations I'm planning to do. I want to switch back over here to the bigger screen. And we can show that off some more too also. Got your window back. All right, we're gonna be transferring over to this side. I gotta do some more tests on the black paint versus our product. Because we need this for the showroom for this year. I got a contract. I was supposed to send over yesterday. I gotta get that done. Got up late today. I was supposed to be up at 4 o'clock. Got up at 6 o'clock. So I got up a little late. I don't know how people complain about getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm up just about 4 o'clock in the morning every day. When I sleep late, that's 9 o'clock for me. You good? I'm about to get the day, get your food. There we go. like this projector. This one shuts down pretty fast. Some of these take forever to shut down. What the one I got takes a bit to shut down. All right, you're good. You got your spot back. Be happy. Show you some cat teeth. All right. Someone's asking us for a video game demonstration, so we will be doing video game demonstrations today. Too on this technology over here. Where's the battery pack go? Huge, massive battery pack. Oh, right there on the back. All right. So right now we're running everything at 720p today. Upload this one. Get this thing ready to go. Where is sound cables? Go. Usually when we're testing, place is going to be a mess. It's going to be projectors scattered all over the place because we got to do constant swap outs all the time. We have to constantly change out environments all the time. Anytime you see projectors thrown all over the place, that's pretty much what we're doing, testing the new stuff. So it's going to be like this for the next couple of days because we got several products that we'll test out for the website. All right, let me see, we're right over here. Now, this right here is the Eclipse. The Eclipse Slate, much bigger level. I have no idea how I would ever live without blend shift. I love blend shift. Yep, wow, right back at you. It's the manager. Tell me I'm not doing it right. All right, expand. Get bigger. Come on, work with me. All right, bring it down. All right, let me see. What do we need? 5 sticks. I thought I was tripping over a cord for a minute. And we gotta get a battery pack for the cell phone. That's why I always charge up my dry cells at night. Come on, register. Fire stick wants to be a pain in the butt right now. Don't know why I deal with them. Come on now. Operate right here. I literally got up this morning and asked for the color red for the demonstration. It sat there and said, I can't get that for you right now. Yeah. Amazon, you do not want me doing reviews on your Fire Sticks. You really don't. I've had these things for years and literally have had many of these things. I've seen all types of freaking crazy pop-up, excuse me, on these Fire Sticks. I already had it. And so one time we had 9 of them in the house. 9 of them. Whew, Fire Sticks can be a pain in the neck. Press it, see if she's even listening to voice command. Nothing. Just got finished using this a few minutes ago. See, told you. They got issues. What we just had a few minutes ago. Nothing. No readout. Now, it was just working a couple minutes over there. We switch over here, completely doesn't follow any commands at all. All right, she wants to do this today. I don't care. We can run a game system through here. We got a computer over there we can run with no problem whatsoever. Don't have to deal with this. Can bring a microphone. What you doing? Hey, no, I caught you, didn't I? Don't do that. Because I got to clean that up. I don't care. Take your attitude someplace else. I got to clean it up, not you. Joker. All right, this is what we're going to do. Since this fire stick does not want to play nice, we'll swap her up for the one over there. Because we got another fire stick back over here. That's what we'll do. And you get like this from time to time. Swap her up for another one. That she gonna work. Nope. Just gonna have an attitude. All right. Yeah, 1 and 1. And this is the one we just swapped out for. This will always keep backup fire sticks on hands because these things have all types of issues. I wonder if they even beta tested these things when they launched them because they have all kinds of problems. Oh yeah, like I'm gonna buy that Fire TV Cube. I would advise you to stay away from that. My sister has one of those, the Fire Stick, it's kind of like, it's like a little screen. That's what she has. And they literally argue with that thing just about every day. Just to have it turn the lights on. I don't know why if you're able to go to the corner and just turn your lights on, why you would need it, but if you're a senior citizen, I can see about that. Those things are headaches. Oh, she's slow as can be, running off 5G, and she's freaking super slow. Like she's just now waking up or something. Let me see. What's this right here? Enchanted Winter Night Ambient Light. This is kind of stuff I like to watch at night.
For the doers, the change makers, the moms, and dads, for all those seeking.
Jeez, it's lagging like crazy.
Hydration dropping.
I like this. Well, we never find this stuff. We still need stuff in the ceiling. We never find this stuff we want for the ceiling. Never find stuff like this in the ceiling. Probably your fish's back is going off. I'm quite aware that the white surface is going to pull high wire level than the black screen. We already know that from the door. It's just nothing. Explained that theory already 100,000 times. It's interesting when we show this off, we get to those neighbors will come in here and go, oh my God, gee whiz, seriously, get a life. White screen produces higher white levels than the gray screen. I know, I forgot. Y'all kind of blend in together. Y'all both almost like the same thing. There's really no difference. That in color. Jack. See? No benefit at all, period. A gray screen will do exactly the same thing a white screen will do. If you take a white screen, you stick it against our technology, you will see a massive difference between night and day. If you take a white screen, you stick it against a gray screen, you don't see anything at all. You would literally have to walk over to that screen to show you a slight little difference. You should be able to see it from here. Actually, this would make a great demonstration. A great demonstration. We're past the ambient light demonstration, did exactly what we needed to do, but I'm looking at this right here. This would make a great demonstration for a forum site. Because I get tired of seeing these demonstrations with these gray screens talking about the benefit of a gray screen versus a white screen. There's no benefit. You got to get on top of the screen in order to see if there is a benefit in it. Look at that. It's clearly blended into the bottom half of my gray wall. And we have the same white sheet of paper on our black technology. And where I could I could use this for the fish tank in the back. What's this one? Aquarium. All right, I ain't digging the sound. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, but that's a nice setup too. That'd be perfect for the aquarium in the back. So I'm looking for something like this. Let me see.
6 single guys with debilitating seasonal allergies, fighting for the heart of one very outdoorsy woman. Will you take this dandelion?
I like this right here. Underwater sound for deep dives was kind of bassy, but see, these are the displays we need to have in a storefront. This would be perfect. But then again, like I said, they don't see gray screens often. Let that run for a little bit. That for bumping it. See, doesn't pick up nothing. The gray screen doesn't pick up anything. It matches the white sheet of paper perfectly. This is why I think that the what screen was that? The look at the contrast levels. The Valve screen had to be almost in the same color as my wall because my wall blends into a white piece of paper, a white surface perfectly. One thing I can't say I like about this place, a couple of things I like about it, but the fact that the walls are fantastic tone, they're perfect tone of gray. I would love to have a bird that sounds like that in the background. Fish. Ooh, look at that right there.
Here's an easy cheat code. Get crazy fast internet that's only gonna get faster.
With Xfinity, everyone in the house can do more online all at once.
It's not a cheat
Introducing
code.
the next generation
I've seen people with 5G connections and they still
Xfinity.
suck at Modern Warfare. Yeah, it's nothing to do with it.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. How recent is your booster?
People got gray screens watching this video right now. You just realize their projector is working correctly. I'm sorry, but it's true, man. I watched the demonstration. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Your colors are absolutely awful. These are people who buy a. No, I can't even go down that route either. They should definitely know better. I'll leave that one alone. But people have white screens, they don't know at the end of the day because they get gypped, they get gagged because the salesperson tells them it's going to work. I've seen that at Best Buy too many times to count. I've seen people go in there and sell people white screens with a high-end projector and tell them they're going to get all these beautiful colors on the projector. You're not going to see any of that. You're going to see none of that. You get this washed out image. That's what you're going to pick up. And when things don't work out, the first thing you're going to say is, oh, you got to calibrate. You got to be in an ambient controlled environment to get it to work. That's a bunch of hogwash. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? Perfect example. Can't see color. Doesn't register, it doesn't pick up at all, period. There's no difference. There's no difference between, it's a slight little difference between a red screen and a white surface. It's a slight little difference, but it's no real benefit. There's no real color change at all, period. You're just not getting it at all, period. This is why you're told in videos to calibrate. The colors don't come out correctly. Almost do the same thing with the white screen, to tell you the truth. It costs how much color you're losing from your projector. That's a lot of color. It's like trying to preserve water in a Dixie cup full of holes. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? And you get nothing. You actually get nothing at all, period. And if you sit there and tell me in the bottom of the comment section, well, if I go out and buy myself, we go out and buy yourself with a more expensive projector, are you kidding me? We're sitting there on a $270 720p projector. It was discontinued in 2012. And you got to go out and spend more money in order to get it to work. Yeah, I was just same thing I was just telling you. That's what you're going to have to do. But it's still not going to work correctly. because we see people with expensive projectors that's still stuck in the dark and can't do this. There is no benefit to a white screen versus a gray screen. There really isn't. And at that, when it comes to white levels, of course, the white screen is going to pull the highest white level because it's physically white. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's the difference between the benefits of our technology versus white and versus gray. At the bottom, that's supposed to show the benefit of a white screen versus a gray screen. You're not getting nothing. How's the white screen outperforming our technology? It doesn't even pick up our color. So when we design a screen, what we're going to do is we're going to take a screen half and half. Half will be gray. Well, then we'll bring it up anyway. We'll do, because we'll just cover everything. What the heck? We'll do half screen and gray, and then we'll take a white line and push it right down the middle. That's how we'll be designing those screens. We have different kind of screen setups on display. So as I said before in the updates, we're going to be getting rid of the 24s. The minute we start marketing for offline, the 24s are going to go. And the reason why is just it's going to be too much work. Keep track of 24s and 32 is just too much work. I just want one container for everything. So the 32s would be perfect. We're also going to be changing out our containers. We will no longer be using the square containers anymore. We're going to be using the traditional containers because, again, you know, we're going to be investing in equipment, and that equipment involves those containers. We can't use the other containers because they don't fit. They won't work for the machinery we got to buy for future processing.
When allergy season is in full swing, try Puffs Plus Lotion to relieve a nose that stings.
We're not printing out any more labels, not doing that. Going to a professional to get all that done.
Looks longer in the air to fight your toughest odors.
These are products that we're going to have available soon on Amazon. So the labels and everything, cans, all that, have to look professional. Look at that white surface at the bottom. That is pretty bad. No, I'm not walking over to that screen to show you the benefits. Oh, no, we're not doing that. You should be able to see it from here. If you can't see it from here, it's not working. Sports season, there's huge sports fans down here. They're gonna make a killing. Look got to do a sport package. Projector, soundbar, and screen. Probably do one pre-coded and one non-pre-coded. Let's see. Oh, this one has a. Oh, it does. This one does have it. Doesn't even register. Raw. Look at the skin tones on that. I told you this is a really good version of the brighter version of the Eclipse Slate. The white levels are absolutely flawless. They're beautiful. We got to come back and do this one again. This is fun. Benefit of a white screen versus our technology versus gray. Oh yeah, we definitely got to come back and have some fun with this. Hold on, I got one more I want to do. Jewelry 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
This requires a solid black background at all times. Oh. Jewelry. Solid black background.
Getting that from YouTube.
Should have went with the 4K demo and jewelry. That would have came a lot better. Jewelry? Really? Gee whiz. Dang. Seriously. Jewelry 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. We nailed it.
You inspired the Lexus ES to be, well, more you. So thank you. We hope you like your work.
I just have to put this out here before we end this video. I just have to say, a few people make these great products at the end of the day. How in the world are you considering your product to be usable and you can't even pick up a basic background of black? If you can't pick up a black background, what point is your product? It's completely useless. You literally can't pick up black, and I've seen it so many times. Like, you really don't register, you can't pick it up. So how would the product be utilized for anything at all, period, if you can't pick up a black background? That's what I said. That product is out. Those gray screens are obsolete. Gee whiz. And I still see them trying to do OLED displays. No, please stop doing that. That's embarrassing. Stop doing OLED demonstrations. And OLED does not work. It doesn't apply to your product because you literally cannot register and see a black level. You have a great screen. You literally got like almost 50% of your projector, probably a lot less than that, because you can't see black. And if you can't see black, you definitely can't pick up color. I'm not talking about just one person. I'm talking about all of you who make a great product. If you're still making a great product at this time in the decade and now, especially when we have gunmetal technology, the advancements of gunmetal, and you're still making a light gray product, you have an obsolete product. I'm not just calling out one person, I'm calling out all of them, every single one of them. You literally cannot pick up the color black. And I'm not talking about pick up the color black in a dark environment. I'm talking about doing it in a fully lit environment. You literally can't see black. If you can't see black, your product doesn't work. Now, if you're going to say that's, well, you got to pick up white, please give me a break. If we couldn't pick up white levels, we wouldn't be able to pick up color or skin tones. None of that would register at all, period. You know how that all works, right? That's why we do the black paint. We show you exactly what would happen if our screens couldn't register. Matter of fact, we literally painted this whole entire section here with regular black paint before we can actually apply the coating onto it, because it's a child protective surface, to show you what it looks like without those 4 elements that we drop into it. It doesn't pick up anything. It comes up dark. So since we can register and see white light as we're watching right now, and we can pick up a 100% contrast level, you can pick up white light, you just can't see contrast and color, and you do not have ambient light projection technology at all. It doesn't register. Yeah, there's no benefit to it at all. All right, people, I have to go update the website. We have to get ready for the launch date for the new product. And as I told you before, you got a gray screen, it's time to upgrade. If you got a white screen, it's definitely time to upgrade. And some of you went out and did all this research to buy the perfect projector just to cheat your projector at the end of the day. Because you did the same thing with the white screen. Let's see if we can get the fire stick on this one to run. See what happens. Watch your back go. Put on bonkers on it. Taco out there micromanaging. I am out there in the window micromanaging. Controlling the units. Getting ready for his work. Check my cord over here. Tackle. Got a nice little tie on for the day. Now let's see what's going on with this fire stick, because we need this one to work, because we need it for work. She was going bonkers. She decided she was not going to work. Fire Stick is having some issues. So, we'll figure something out. Work on that. All right, people, I know it's a bit of a long demonstration, but usually this is how long they take. It's a lot of work. On top of that, like I said, over here, we finished up a little earlier, so I thought I'd throw it over here and do another demonstration on a little the gray screen versus our technology, and then put the white paper here in the bottom, do something different. I try to change it up as much as possible when we're doing these demonstrations, because, you know, I get bored after a while, I really do. Try to find something different. We got to use this screen in the hallway, too. If you got a screen in the hallway, we're not even using, but that's supposed to be my whatchamacallit screen. Okay, it's pausing in here, telling me where the freak are you. I hate it. I don't know why YouTube has this freaking option on there. Like, why you have to come in and keep checking that you're actually viewing their content. Come on, man, seriously. It's annoying as I don't know what. Super freaking annoying. Gotta keep coming in here every 5 minutes, checking this thing. What we got on the floor? We got batteries on the floor. Yeah. So this projector runs 24/7. This runs all day. We got an eco mode, so I'm not worried about burning out the lamp. But when I sit back here, I watch TV and all that other good stuff. So this is what I told you when we first started developing the Eclipse Slate. I told you that it was going to be ultra short though compatible. It was going to do all the things we told you it was going to do. We don't really tell you the truth honestly. When we do the recordings now, it's just kind of point like we already know. We just have to do it because we have to back everything up. We have to have literally backup on everything that we do. So, you know, that's why I don't understand how people are rushing these products out the door, and there's no test underneath these products at all. Period. Commercial, like seriously, just got in here, got a commercial already popping up. So you know. Your stuff has to be tested. Bringing out products with no real test underneath them, and then they wonder why the customers have such high failure rate on them because they don't work. Can't be advertising your products can be used in fully lit environments, and in 1 minute you got something else posted on your site saying it's not ambient, it is ambient, you know. Man, I tell you. I'm so glad I ain't got to deal with that nonsense. Look at my demonstrations. I got more screens on display. You know why? Because I don't have to paint a screen in a comfortable area. That's what they do. They put the screen in a comfortable area because they know it has a better chance of showing up there. We got screens literally all over my apartment, which I promised myself I wasn't going to do. Oh, here's my people chiming in. But it should show up anywhere. I should not ever worry about my screens washing out, right? Customers don't want that nonsense. I don't want that nonsense. Get over here. Go work out. Go pick up tacos, some food. Probably pick up some snacks for myself. I'm going to do some work on the website. And we have to get ready to launch the new technology. And I think our sale is just about up on the 24 ounces. So that'll be over soon. We are going to be doing away with the 24-ounce containers. We are going to get rid of those. As I said before, they also will not fit in the machine. So later on, when we get ready to put the cap on the site, We don't know what the cap's going to be yet. It's not. It's going to be. It's only way over 100,000. It's going to be. I don't know. I hope it's not 100,000. I don't want that. Technically, really don't want that. So, I don't even know yet. To tell you the truth, because honestly, truthfully, all in all, I don't want a big company. I really don't. I don't want to be stuck in meetings and all that crap. I don't want board of directors. I don't want stock. I just want something simple. Warehouse, few workers, and we process so many orders a month, and that's it. That's how I want to do it. That way I got time to sit there and stare at the birds if I want to. I never have to worry about being in demand for this and being in demand for that. I got one person that I chose, that actually we met, real cool guy, thinks just like me at the end of the day. That's the only person I'm going to ever sign a contract with, a distributor contract with. I am not going to sign a distributor contract with anybody else. I got clean up in here. I've got on the back here. It's ready to do. Oh, man. I gotta figure out what that fire is. It's not working. All right, people. I got much work to do, so I got to get to it, and I got to go pick up. It's about 9:07. So at 10 o'clock, I got to be out the door to take care of some business. I'm still looking for storefront property to display in, so I got a lot of work I got to do. And I got a contract to send over, which I literally forgot to do on top of that. It's a contract with the other fellow I'm going to be doing business with. We are going to be, people that we are going to be working with, like say if we put up a screen in a sports bar or something like that, we are going to do some advertising for companies. I didn't realize, I don't really go in and check that part of my website, which I should be doing more of, to see exactly where my traffic is coming in at. And we do pick up quite a bit overseas, I shipped to a couple of those places quite a few times, but I had no idea we were getting close to we get 1 million in traffic through our website. I tweaked the heebie-jeebies out of that freaking search engine optimizer. I might just go in and do some more work today on it. 1 million runs through the site, which is fantastic because those numbers allow us to be eligible for doing advertisement through our site for companies to advertise. But I'm not advertising everything off the site. I'm probably going to do the one fellow we're going to be working with, and there's another person I'm going to be helping out with their company. They're also going to be incorporating our products with them. So only people are advertising that people that are incorporating our products, and we're incorporating their products. Like you scratch my back, I scratch yours scenario. And also too, as I announced, we will be on Amazon. But before we go on Amazon, I need to have professional labels, and yeah, we need to have professional labels. I'm actually thinking about getting customized boxes for our items because I really want to look professional. I mean, we're using the dummy labels for the longest time, and you know, even with the other labels we have copyrighted, there's tape on them. It just doesn't look professional. It really doesn't. I'm just gonna go out and just spend the money, get the black containers, put the professional labels on them, we get the QR codes to put on the back of them, all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is, instead of basically putting all this information on the back, which is it's not going to be enough, we're going to put a QR code there that's going to allow you to be able to link up on your cell phone. You go directly to the specification sheets and get all the information from there. Pretty cool idea, eh? Instead of basically going in and putting all this freaking information on the back of it, you can just, with your cell phone, and just go right there to that special page, and that special page will have all that information. It's like a showroom page that you can go to and get all the information on the product. Because we have showroom pages under all our products, so we're just going to attach them to QR codes. And that way, that will be on the side of the can. And you can go there directly, hit that, you get all the information and instructions right from there. Just making things a lot faster. So I have to work a whole lot harder. All right, let me see here. Another day in the neighborhood.
actually in search engine optimizer business. All right. And again, sad people, let me show you something. Our stalker is back. So we basically put up the, for people to communicate with us. Because, but again, Jamie's still stalking us, as you can see. It's sad. He's a very sad individual. This guy cannot stop thinking about me. That's a shame, isn't it? Well, that's what he is. He can't help it. He's a sad individual. It burns him up to basically know that we're doing big things over here, and they can't make anything new because they don't have anything else. But we're going to leave this up so people can communicate with us more. That's why we reactivate it, so people can contact us more. But we have to understand that we are going to have stalkers. So Jamie's one of our biggest stalkers. He's actually number one subscriber on our YouTube channel. Did you know that? Yep, I went and looked into the video, and he's on our YouTube channel. He's one of the biggest subscribers. He's our first subscriber. No, he's not our first subscriber. Sorry about that. I mean, we didn't even know him back then. But he's actually on there. He's on our account. So again, this is the kind of weird stuff he does. I told you, taking photos and sends photos of us and stuff like that. He's pretty creepy. That's why I said I wouldn't bother doing business with that individual, because I said he has obsession issues. So, Jamie, we're going to go in and delete these pictures, okay? Because you are strange and weird, and you are obsessed with me. I am a very busy person. I really don't have time to make memes of people and send them multiple messages and all that weird stuff, because I'm not creepy. You are definitely a very creepy person. It's a shame he's like that. But he's obsessed with our company. Very, very creepy individual. My goodness. What really freaks me out the most is the fact that not worrying about the pictures that he posts, the pictures that he probably saves to his phone, or probably back photos. That's what creeps me out. Who sits here and takes pictures of another man, like multiple pictures, and then basically turns them into little characters? That's not normal behavior for a human being. It really isn't. That's creepy. Oof. My goodness. He needs so much help, he does. No, I'm going to show you something. I told you, he takes pictures of me all the time. He saves pictures of me. That's me right there. That's me when I went into my closet to get some cords we needed to run 3D mapping applications, and he takes pictures of me. He is a creepy dude. Now, Jamie, of all people, you should not be calling other people scammers. You literally have products on your website, and we're not going to go over this, but we already know the deal. You got products on your website that match house paint. You know this. You're in the videos. And then you try to cover up the evidence by deleting the videos. So you really don't have a right to call people scammers when you don't test your products correctly. And again, multiple video demonstrations showing you clearly in videos of your products matching house paint, and then these videos just happen to just disappear. And again, your website alone by itself is very, very scammy. The information is not correct on your website. It changes back and forth. And then even worse, your shipping policy is strictly designed to take and steal from your customers. So again, but what we've seen already from the site, and we're not going to your site today. We're not even going to bother going to your site. We're done with you. If you feel that I'm scamming and I'm doing all this stuff, then you can take me to court. Get yourself an attorney, have them contact me. That's what you do. That's it. Simple and plain. Or when I take you to court, you can explain it to the judge. All right, then that's basically about it. All right, moving on. But this guy is creepy, as I said before. Again, to the consumer, if you go to his website, you read through it, you'll actually understand he doesn't know anything that he's talking about.
And again, if you look at the shipping policy, it is not set up to help the customer. It is strictly designed to steal and take from the customer. If you need more information, you can pop over to the blacklist and check out our video demonstrations of deleted videos that the individual was trying to hide, to make sure that you don't find out that you could do the same thing with house paint. And as we progress and show off more and more technology, we know that we'll be receiving more messages from Mr. Fernando on and being extremely irritated and upset that our products are making a gray screen look obsolete. And there are obsolete people, they are. Don't waste your money on it. Waste your time. It's sad. It doesn't make me angry, James, you understand? It's sad, it really is sad. But this is the way you carry yourself. We're gonna block you, all right? Pretty sure you'll be sending us some new messages today and tomorrow because, you know, let's see, I don't know. I don't get that part. I'm gonna leave that alone. This is why your reaction and how you carry yourself is the reason why people would think twice before sliding a credit card through your website. First of all, I don't know who would basically read through that website and slide a credit card through there. And let me just put one more thing in here before I go. My man, you stole Google images. That's the worst thing anyone could ever do, especially if you're selling screen paint products, is to rip off images off of Google and claim them to be your own. That is basically misleading the customers on so many levels. It's not even funny. And what makes it sad is I can see if you had like a really poor grade projector and you didn't have much of a choice. Well, no, they can't even put that in there, period. You shouldn't do a period. But let's say you had a low grade projector, but you had a 4K laser projector and you had to steal images from Google. That's pretty bad. All right, well, enough of that. We knew he was going to be in here. When we opened it up yesterday, we knew the stalker was going to be popping in. I think he may be in love with me. All right, so we have some more updating to do on the site. Let's see. And I got a contract to send out to on top of that. He is going to be really ranting when he sees our storefront displays. Oh man, what kind of theories do you think he's going to come up with? I'm telling you, this guy's going to end up with a tinfoil hat behind the back of a 7-Eleven with a bunch of house cats. I'm telling you. That's what he's going to end up at. That's going to make him lose his mind. But look, Jamie, here's the thing. Your gray screen paint products, they're all obsolete. We all know they're house paint, so we pretty much know that already. You're going to have to make a black screen paint. That's what you're going to have to do. And it's going to have to come with years of testing. It's a lot of testing involved black technology. You're going to have to be to back this product. I know you're not used to doing testing. Neither you or the other one don't do any testing on your products, but you're going to have to do testing. You're going to have to prove that it actually works, especially with the history you guys already have already. So, you know, you should not have, if you got time to be sending me messages like that, then that means that you really aren't doing anything special at all. You really have to get to work. And on top of that, well, we don't need to mention that about the whole court thing. He already knows about that already. My goodness, that's sad. All right, I gotta get to work. Who is this right here? Oh yeah, I took care of that one already. That's done. That's one of the orders that went through today. All right, people, I gotta go. I am going to get here and I got work to do. But we're not gonna mention the other fellow at all. There's no point, like I said in the day. He's mad because, you know, his products are obsolete. I mean, I'm not gonna give him any challenge. We're not gonna work. We're not gonna entertain him at all, period. Our main goal is certified screens because that's what we like to test against, because those are screens right there. Basically, at the end of the day, to give us more of a challenge. And those are screens we can basically at least challenge in ambient environments where we can't do that with the other products. As I told you before, that the gray screens products are obsolete. They can't see contrast, they don't pick up color, and they have extremely poor ambient light projection technology, even if they have it, it's extremely poor. They don't work. So like I said, before buying any of these products, if you are thinking about going down that road, make sure you request for tests and also request to see side-by-side demonstrations against everyday household products. Because heck, if they won't do the tests, I mean, that means at the end of the day, you can save yourself some money. Just go to Home Depot and Lowe's and just buy some great paint and do the exact same thing. I got some more demonstrations to do on that too. I got to do the 1,000 lumens on the black paint too, also too, on the new technology. So we'll be doing that today also too. But yeah, request those tests. If they get irritated or upset or angry or whatever, then that's your that's the red flag right there to back out and don't bother with them. All right, gotta go. Thank you all and God bless. It's a weird dude.